Alright, in this video, I want to talk about how to solve for inequalities. Now, when we are solving for inequalities, so basically, it is very similar to what we are doing when we are solving for equations. So that is, when you add or subtract anything on one side of the inequality, you should add and subtract the same thing on the other side of the inequalities. So here we are given this inequality x plus 4 less than 7. Now, if I want to solve for x, I need to get rid of this number 4, right? So therefore, I decide to subtract 4. And when I subtract 4 from the left-hand side, I should also subtract 4 from the right-hand side. So I have found the solution x less than 3. So x is less than 3 is the solution. So the solutions are any numbers which are smaller than 3. Now, we can verify this result. Let's see if x equals 2 is 2, and we see if 2 is a solution. So if x equals 2, 2 plus 4 equals 6, right? And because 6 is less than 7, so therefore 2 is a solution. Like here, so we have 2x less than 8. Now, in order to isolate the x, we want to divide it by 2. So I divide by 2 on the both sides. So I have solution x is less than 4. Okay. However, please keep in mind, if you multiply, if the number which you are going to multiply or divide is negative numbers, then after you multiply or divide these negative numbers, you have to swap. You have to change the inequality sign. So, because here I divide by negative 2, I divide both sides by negative 2. Therefore, after I do this, I need to change the sign into greater than negative 4. So the solution is x is greater than negative 4. Now, why we are doing this? Let me use this example to show you. We know 1 is less than 2, right? Now, let's think about if you multiply both sides by a negative numbers. Let's see, multiply by negative 2. So what will happen? So this number becomes negative 2, right? And this number becomes negative 4. And we know negative 2 is not less than negative 4. So we need to swap the sign, right? So that's why when you multiply or divide a negative number, you have to switch the inequality signs. And we don't need to worry about this if the number is a positive number, right? For example, if I still use this example, 1 less than 2. If the number I multiply is a positive number, let's say 3, positive 3. So this is 3, so this becomes 3, and this becomes 6. Now 3 is still less than 6, right? So therefore this relationship doesn't change, right? And similarly, this is true when you add or subtract the same number. So when I add 1 by 5 and I add 2 by 5, the result still be less than, right? 6 is still less than 7, right? So the only case the relationship will be affected is when the number we multiply or divide is a negative number. Okay. All right. So once we understand this, let me show you another example. Think about how are we gonna solve for this inequality. So if this is an equation, what are we gonna do first? We're gonna bring this number to the right hand side, right? So the first thing we do is to subtract 3 from both sides. So we change this into negative 2x equals 4, and then we divide it by negative 2 on both sides, right? So similarly, when we're solving for this inequality, first we're gonna subtract 3 from both sides. So we change the inequality into negative 2x less than equal to 4. And once we get here, we divide by negative 2. Now because we are dividing by a negative number, we have to switch the sign, right? Always keep in mind about this. So the solution is x greater than or equal to negative 2. Now let's think about how can we write the solution using interval notation. So first, we do need to graph the solution. Negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And put negative 3, negative 4 over here. Now, because x is greater than or equal to negative 2, so the solutions are the numbers bigger than negative 2. So we should cover all this way from negative 2 to up to infinity. And because negative 2 is included, so over here we use a bracket. And once we have this graph, the solution, the interval notation is negative 2, infinity, and over here we use a bracket, and over here we use a parenthesis. Okay, so this is the solution when we are using the interval notation to represent it.